This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of CarneyVale, which is a Xbox Live exclusive and available in the Windows Phone Marketplace for $2.99. CarneyVale is a fun little arcade game, which is kind of similar to pinball, except for your character is actually the ball, and you have to shoot your character through a course and get him to the top of the course and throw him through a little ring of fire. And it works with some really neat little ragdoll physics. So if you start in, say, this level here, there's 15 levels total, and it'll give you about 1 hour, like over 1 hour of gameplay. That's all, but you can always replay each level to try to get more stars. You can get up to 5 stars per level. You get a star for beating it in the required time limit, which is usually 2 minutes, sometimes longer for later levels. You get a star by finding the hidden star in the level, and you get a star by collecting all the balloons in level, which here is 255 balloons, and you also get a star by shooting yourself through the ring of fire, and you get a star by not dying while beating the level. So there's 5 stars in total for each level. That gives you some chance to go back and replay the game. So the game started by shooting your character out of a cannon here, and then you tap and hold to hold onto one of these things, and it'll swing you around. And the goal is to collect all of the balloons here, and also get to the top of the course, which you can see by those arrows guide you up in the required time limit. So the sound effects are pretty neat. Has a nice little I don't know, animated cartoonish sound to it. One problem I've had though is the visuals. As you saw a few seconds ago, and right there, the frame rate drops. And this gets worse and worse as you go through the higher levels. I'm not sure why this happens, but it's pretty unfortunate because otherwise it's a really neat game. So some other elements of gameplay in this game are these little blocks that can fall down, and also these little death blocks over here. If you hit into those, you'll lose 1 life there. So as you see, I went down to 2 lives. And you can also change the direction of your character spinning by tapping with another finger while holding. And you can even affect the fall of your character by tilting the device, and it'll actually control his fall somewhat. So you'll have to use all those elements while you play the game. In later levels, there's also some rockets that you can steer, and there's flamethrowers that you have to avoid. The game could also use a way to zoom out, which it doesn't have. So often you'll be stuck here wondering what's actually above you, and you just have to go for it and find out. Overall, CarneyVale is a pretty fun game to play, but is often annoying because of its frame rate that occasionally stutters and completely ruins the experience. It is available on the Windows Phone Marketplace for $2.99. Subscribe to WM Power User to keep up with all the latest news and video reviews.